at Breath of Life Yoga at Barnes Corner Fitness with Mike Montgomery and his wife, Mindy. So today I'm going to be trying out some CrossFit. I'm a little nervous. I've never done CrossFit. Obviously, I do yoga. But Mike, let's hear a little bit about your gym.
Well, first of all, thanks for coming in and giving this a try. It was pretty tough to convince you. But appreciate you giving us the time. Basically, we're not just CrossFit, though. We also have a 24-hour gym, and we have yoga, cycling, and also Zumba, all kinds of different group classes, as well as a full-featured fitness center that's 24 hours for members, treadmills and weights and everything else. We also have protein shakes and things like that, which we will be enjoying after your workout.
Yes,
I'm
looking forward to that.
You're going to survive, I promise.
I hope I survive.
Yeah. But anyway, thanks for joining us, and let's go have some fun.
Awesome. What you're going to do is you're going to inhale and drop the belly down to the earth. And then exhale, draw the navel up toward the spine. Spine reaches toward the sky. This is called cat-cow. So then inhale, you're going to soften the belly, drop it to the earth. And then exhale. You'll go on your breath through a few different rounds. And then find your neutral spine again, come back to your tabletop, and you're gonna tuck your toes and lift your knees about an inch off of the earth. This is called bear pose. So you've got the deep core muscles working right now. You're gonna breathe through that. And then begin to press the mat away and come into your downward facing dog. So this first down dog, you just wanna walk it out a little bit so you can pump the heels, really reach the hips up toward the sky, press the mat away. And you're breathing space between your shoulder blades here. And then come to stillness. And you're gonna lift your right leg up toward the sky, come into your three-leg dog, and then sweep it through to your lunge. So you wanna find a long lunge. Left heel tracks above the left toes, right knee tracks above the right ankle in line with the second and third toes. Fingertips reach toward the earth. So once you find that, you have a couple options here. You can come into what we call Anjaneyasana, release the back knee, untuck the toes, and you can allow this front knee to go forward a little bit to open up the left hip socket. If you lean forward a bit, you can feel that. And then the opposite of that is tucking the back toes, and you're gonna lengthen out the front leg. Take the hips back toward the heel, the left heel. You can feel that in the hamstring and the calf. Yeah, yep. All right, and then you're gonna find that long lunge again. Come right back to it, body awareness. Place your palms on the mat, step it back to the down dog. Notice the difference between each side of the body. Yeah, and then take the left leg up. Lengthen it out, reach through the left heel, and then draw it through to your lunge. So find your lunge on this side, and then we'll untuck the toes, come into that Anjaneyasana. And again, you can hold for as many breaths as you want after you do your CrossFit training. It's up to you. Yeah, you're like, can I be in Shavasana? And then you'll tuck the toes and work yourself back and lengthening out the left hamstring. Yeah. And then if you're on your toes, this is called a toe stand. It opens up the foot. And then you're going to come back to the long lunge. And then place your palms on the mat, step it to your down dog. You're gonna slowly walk your feet all the way to your hands and then hang heavy. And here we're going to articulate through the spine. So you wanna slowly round up on an inhale, stacking one vertebra onto the next. The very last thing to untuck is your chin. Sweep your arms around, tracing the sky with your fingertips. Hands to heart center, open up your feet, turn your feet out just a little bit. You're gonna come into a yogi squat. So you get to just hang out here. You can play in the yogi squat, I like to. And then place your bum on the mat. You're gonna come into staff pose. Seated flat back. So you wanna sit forward on the sits bones. You can even place your hands on the mat just to get that natural tilt in the lumbar spine, that natural curve. This is really good for your posture. And then place your hands, palms facing each other, shoulder blades reaching toward each other. We're going to do another spinal articulation all the way to the mat. We'll come back to that Shavasana, you like? As slow as you can, you've got those core muscles, and then you'll release to the Shavasana for a moment. Take a deep breath in and out. And then bring your heels up toward your bum. Place your palms face down in the earth. We're gonna come into a bridge pose. So you can keep your feet either hip width distance apart, or you can keep the thighs together and feet together. Press your hips up toward the sky, and then you're gonna squeeze your glutes together. And then slowly lower back down. You're gonna counter out your bridge by knocking your knees together and feet go about mat width. So a little wider than your hip width distance. This is a restorative posture here. Anytime you go into a bridge, this is a great way to counter out that. This next one's gonna feel really good. Take your heel toe back in, and then we're gonna come into supine pigeon. So take your right ankle, cross it over your left thigh. Press your right knee away from you. You can either keep your foot on the earth or lift it up, and you'll work your 10-finger grip. Interlace all 10 fingers behind the left thigh. Flex your feet, and then you'll feel that in your right hip. Yeah, right glute as well. Depends on your body. You want to send your breath to that space. You'll feel the expansion. And then you're going to place the right foot on the mat, left ankle crosses over. We'll come in on this side. And then come back to center again. We're going to do a restorative twist. So bring your knees into your chest, drop them over to the right side of your body. And then you'll open up your gaze and your left arm over to the left. A variation on this, if you want to lengthen the top leg out, get a full lengthening here, you can do that. And then you'll bring your knees back up to center, over to the left. Gaze over your right shoulder this time. And again, if you want to extend the top leg out, that is an option. Make sure you're breathing, always connecting to your breath here. And then slowly roll yourself back. Lengthen your legs long on the mat and just let go. Shavasana is a posture of letting go. So I always like to say, this is not the time to make your grocery list. Just breathe. Bring one foot to your mat at a time. Roll over onto your right side in fetal posture. And then gently lift yourself up. Come to a seated position, hands to heart center. And bow together in friendship and say, Namaste. Namaste. Thanks, everybody. Well, Mike, I survived your CrossFit class. It was a fantastic time. I was a little nervous, but I made it through. Barnes Corner Fitness, amazing. Thank you so much for joining us for Breath of Life Yoga. Have an awesome day.